Good morning, and how are you on this wonderful Tuesday morning? It's another cold day because it's still winter. Spring hasn't showed its little head yet. It will show up soon. So, how are you doing today? Greeting to self. Here you are, and you look wonderful today. This was my greeting to self. Here you are. You look wonderful today. So, my greeting to self was just, you know, telling me how I felt. I felt wonderful. I maybe had a little bit of eudaimonia, but that's okay. It's joy. Today's mantra is I deserve to be healthy, happy, and successful. This is today's mantra. I deserve to be healthy, happy, and successful. Decision made. That's the decision we have to make every day, even when things are not going the way we want them to go. I deserve to be happy and successful. Your morning blessing today is coming straight from the heart. What is regret? What is regret? Regret is that thing that takes so much of your energy. Regret is that thing that just drops you down. So it's what is regret? I know regret is something that weighs you down. It's like an albatross around your neck. Regret is that thing that makes you feel like you cannot move forward. Regret is the thing that makes you always keep looking back and thinking, I could have changed it. Why didn't? But that's not what regret really is. I can show you how to take away 95% of your regrets. Then show you how to prevent the other 5% of regrets from happening and materializing in your life. I can, because I figured it out. I know how to have the tools that you have in you. You already have those tools, but you just don't understand what regret is. People don't get the true meaning of regret. I was talking to my cousin the other day, a male cousin, and he said to me, do you have any regrets? And I said, I didn't. And he said to me, well, I have regrets. I said, oh yeah? He said, yes, I have a lot of regrets. And there he went and he said to me, my regrets are, good morning, Yoko. Good morning, Corinne. Oh, they're letting you click in. Now I can see you guys. Before they wouldn't let us see you. Facebook is an enigma. So anyway, my cousin said to me, a male cousin, he has regrets. And I'm saying to him, what are those regrets? He said to me, oh, I have so many of them. And I said, oh, just tell me. He said, my big regret is I wish I had done things differently. I said, well, are you sure? He said, yeah, there are several things I wish I could have done differently. So I am sure you must be thinking about, no, how can I say I can take away regrets from you? Because I can make it clear. If I hadn't spoken to my cousin, I wouldn't have really understood that. But when he said he had regrets, and his regrets were, I wish I had done things differently and the results would be different. So I'm sure all of you are thinking I'm crazy by now because how can I say that, right? But that is true. Hi, Debbie. That is true. I know how to push regrets and what is really there. So hang in there with me because I will show you exactly how that goes. Regrets can keep you down. We know that. Regrets can just press on your shoulder. They actually feel like a weight. They make you feel you're hopeless. Regrets follow you like an albatross around your neck. Regret is a weight on your shoulders. That is what regret is. But I know how to move 95% of that regret from you. And I'm sure I can show you how to prevent the other 5%. So you're not wondering, well, what there is for me to tell you. Let me first tell you that there's different types of ways. So there was my cousin, and then there is this young woman. And she said to somebody, she's talking to someone else, and I changed her name to call it bitter, bitter, bitter now, okay? She's very strong, and she's complaining to this other person how much regret she has. So while she's telling the tale to this woman who will accept her and accept listening to her, the other person standing in a stall in the market heard her and said to her, "This is not regret. You don't have regrets." She said, "Yes." And again, what she's saying is the same thing like my cousin said. So I started looking at it, and so then I went and I really meditated on the word regret and the thought and the things that they were talking about. And I realized if you got a result you do not like, that is not a regret. A regret is not when you get a result you didn't like. A regret, you at least you stood up. And that's what I was trying to tell my cousin. I said, how can you call this a regret? And then I remember that story of that older lady telling this girl, it's not a regret, you have it all wrong. So stop being bitter and angry about the past results. And she, of course, the woman then said that like typical older people and walked away. She still was a little confused, but her friend who was listening to her, like me and my cousin, said to her, but it is true. So if you tried something 100 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this morning, you did something that you did, and now 10 minutes later, you don't like the result. That is not a regret. A regret is not having done anything. A regret is looking at the possibility of something to be done and not doing it. A regret is to be fearful of trying. A regret is walking away and not attempting it. A regret is leaving it aside and not involving it. A regret is saying, I am not going to participate in this, and walking away. And then realize you did not participate. So people are confusing regret. If you try, you cannot regret because you did attempt it. You might not like the results, but at least you attempted. So you try. So that is why people take that load of regret and carry it. I regret, I should have done that. But what did you do? I did this. I went after it, but I didn't like it. I took this job and I really hated it, but at least you took the job. Now you know you don't like it. I went and I tried this. I made this food. I tried this recipe, but nobody liked it. But at least you try. So again, I like to quote that man so much, Theodore Roosevelt. He said, if you try and you fail, at least you tried. You will go and you will be standing among those who tried and failed, and you will not be among those that are timid and shy that never tried at all. So don't take the results you get that you don't like as a regret. No. You went and you did it. You stepped into it. You said, I'm doing it. You came out with results. Okay, it wasn't perfect. That is why some people say, I regret marrying that man. But no, you might think you regret. At least you married him, you have children, or you had there was something good there, but you tried. So it's like they said, loving might be a mistake, but it is a mistake worth making. Somewhere in all the darkness that covered the beginning of the love, there is something you can see. And you can take that and bring it to the next relationship. But regret is not trying. That is it. Regret is standing and dying. And regret is saying, yeah, I went all the way to Peru and I refused to go to Machu Picchu. That is a regret. Why? You can't go back, especially nowadays. So these are the type of regrets. You didn't attempt it, you didn't try it, you didn't do it, and now it is passing around you on your dying bed, and they're stomping, why didn't you? And regret is like yesterday's blessing. You didn't open those boxes. You didn't open those golden boxes. And you stood there, just like Zagreb, and you stood there and you're looking, no, the boxes have disintegrated. So don't confuse a regret with when you didn't do it and when you do it. So a regret is not attempting at all, not helping somebody and looking back and saying, I really should have been kinder to her. Well, you didn't help, you walked away. That's a regret. I regret not being there for you. I regret no of helping you. No, I didn't like how it turned out, but it's not a regret. At least I tried to help her. It mightn't have worked for her, but I was there. That's not a regret. So looking like my cousin said, and I know COVID is making everybody go backwards. And like he said, he regretted not, he regretted the results. But I said, but you know what, Curtis, you tried. So how can you regret? You don't like the result. There's a difference. Did not like the result I got back then. But regret is not a regret. So regret is not taking part, not getting involved, not doing it, staying on the ground, not climbing the bridge, not doing this. That is a regret. Turning back and saying, I wish I had. There's your regret. But if you tried, you have nothing to regret at all. So this is one of the things that I find with people and the word regret. So that is why I said to you, I can show you. So if in case you know that, right? So look at all the regrets you have. What do you regret? The result, the outcome? That's not a regret. You just don't like it. So 95% of what we put under the categories of regret does not belong there. 95% does not belong there. It doesn't belong under a regret. It belongs, I don't like the results I got. That is your lesson to go forward. So you make sure if you have that opportunity to do this again, you will look at your results. But it's not a regret. You stood amongst those that tried. Maybe you failed, but you're not standing above the timid souls who never tried. Now, the 5% I said I can prevent you from doing, that 5% is where you're going to say, okay, if I don't do it, I have a regret. If I try, it's not a regret. So fear is going to prevent you from walking into it. I'm afraid. Last night, if you watch when I did my, last night, I called it the Unstoppable Woman. I was afraid of heights. I used to walk 16 flights up to go visit my cousin rather than take the elevator. But what I decided to do, I couldn't continue living like that. So I became unstoppable. I created stuff to do that. I worked around it. So fear will cause you not to try. Fear. So the 5% that is left, try to watch what you're doing with it. If you have something you want to do it. If the result is 100% great, accept it. If the result is low, accept it and say, you know what? I was afraid of doing that. I tried, and you know what? I feel good. At least I know. I'm turning my back on it. I tried. And that's what I mean. 95% of what you already done, look at them. Look at them, take them over and say to yourself, let me see. All the things I consider regrets, let me give them a new address. Look at them. And you'll find most of them, 95% of them, are things you try. You just don't like the results today. And the other 5% is waiting for you to attend to. Do them, accept what results, put your best in it, and look at the results and go from there. So this is my message to you. Divide, I tried, and I didn't try. And know which one is a regret and which one is I don't like the results. I still don't like the result. So sending you light and joy on this morning. I hope you got it. I hope it helped. So Debbie, hi Debbie, welcome back. Good morning, Corinne. Good morning, Doko. So ladies, I hope you got it and you enjoyed it. If you didn't look at my video last night, you should check it out. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. So tonight I'll have another video. I have no idea what is going to come out, but I'll work on it. So I hope you got it. Sending you light and joy on this wonderful morning. Don't forget to share and like Tessa-Marie's Morning Blessings and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tessa-Marie Shillingford. Bye, ladies, and have an absolutely amazing day. Your mantra for today was, where is that mantra? I don't know what I did with your mantra. I deserve to be healthy, happy, and successful. Who can take that away from you? Nobody can. I deserve to be healthy, happy, and successful. And I hope you had a nice greeting to yourself. We say, hello, here you are, beautiful you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.